Okay, round two is officially underway. We got to start right in because we got the second pick of the night as of now, unless we trade again. But what are the odds? Probably not enough time to break down the horrible discourse of Viking social media in the last 12 hours or so, or well, I mean 24 hours now, but just 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 a really embarrassing display of vitriol from this fan base and stupidity. And I'm hoping that's not a repeat tonight. So we got Tampa picking before us. You know, I have no idea who they're going to take. Then there's a lot of good options out there. A lot of good prospects at positions of need, which is what I always go for. I once again will hope that we don't take Malik Willis. I wouldn't be as angry if we did this time as if we had taken him last night, but I'd still be pretty pissed.
You would say he's getting a little bit older and he's not going to keep playing, but he keeps playing and he keeps playing at a high level.
But there's names, there's guys out there. There's there's a couple cornerbacks who are still there. There's a couple receivers, kind of the same positions as last night that everyone was talking about. As they talk about the quarterbacks, I don't want one. I don't want a quarterback. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of people today, begging for Malik Willis again. I mean, they were begging for him last night. I don't want him. I don't want a quarterback. We have a fucking quarterback. We have a very good quarterback who's going to have his best year ever with a real offensive coach. And I think it would be a wasted pick. I think it really would be just a wasted pick. And of course, if you take a quarterback, it doesn't help you one bit for this year, barring injury, and Kirk's durable. So anyway, I don't know what else to say. Probably should have waited a little bit on this, but
more than 10, 12 more picks. I keep hearing about Desmond Ritter and Tennessee.
Yeah, some of the shit that I was getting physically agitated reading and seeing and hearing some of the shit that came out last night from fans, media, especially fans, but just going after Kwesi, real personal shit. And obviously I saw more than a few comments that just had to bring up the race, because that's what they do. God forbid we hired a GM who's black, but it's basically just like last year when we didn't trade up for Justin Fields, and then a whole bunch of Vikings fans basically became Justin Fields fans and put him in Canton right away. So basically the two guys that we didn't take last night that these people are all convinced are going to be going to Canton, Kyle Hamilton, the safety, who I think went to the Ravens a few picks after our original pick, and then the guy that the Lions took with our pick that they got, Williams, the receiver. So both of these guys are going to be just massive superstars now. They're going to go to Canton. They're going to just dominate the league for years and years. And I try to get through to these people that they're basing all these beliefs of who's great, who's bad, whatever, on mock drafts. This mock draft thing has really just gone insane. These people just, I'm trying to convince people that mock drafts don't matter, and that these front offices, not just the Vikings but all of them, they don't give a shit about mock drafts. They don't look at them. They don't care. They have their own team, their own scouts, their own coaches, and they make their draft board that way. They don't make it by looking at the Todd McShay mock draft or some fucking blogger putting out a mock draft and presenting it as news when it's not. That's just not how it works. They're convinced that we passed on these great players for inferior players, and they have nothing to base it on. That the guy we got sign
It's interesting too, this Tampa Bay regime,
that
like a
he's
new
worse
coach taking
than
over late in the process. Remember Bruce
worse or
Arians
so
been
much
there
worse
for
than
so many
Hamilton.
years,
Based on
and he
what?
kind of
Based on
decided to
mocks?
retire after, and then Brady
It's
comes
all
back. I
based on
mean,
mock
so this
drafts,
is the direction. Bruce Arians was
and
in
it's
the room,
really
by the way.
fucking
So
irritating
interesting with the Tampa Bay Bucks, a lot of turnover at the top.
because
So
they
now they're
they
feeling
just
on the same
worship
page.
these
And
mock drafts, and then they just get it in their heads that these are the players you have to take at this position and nobody else. And every team out there has got every single prospect rated differently. And that's been the case as long as there's been drafts. Like, not every team looks at players the same way.
He starts off on the edge, and then you kind of, because he's still kind of light for his height. Maybe Bill Belichick just didn't want another
The
guard going to
Bucks
Tampa
pick
Bay.
is in, so we'll see what happens here.
There you go.
I assume they're going to actually announce these things.
Surprise pick of the first round last night, ladies
They
and
made it
gentlemen.
because they made a big deal about how there's
Chattanooga, the pick is in. Let's hear from Simeon Rice.
yeah, because they're going to have like former players or something announce them all. I don't know who's going to announce ours. I assume a former player.
Yup. Here we go. And with the 33rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Logan Hall, defensive end. Houston!
Okay. Well, he wasn't talked about,
You guys were right on it.
that much with regards to the Vikings. So here we go. And if there's a guy, and maybe there's a team out there who wants one of these quarterbacks, they can. Well, I'm sure there's a possibility. It's a non-zero possibility that we might get another trade. But so we are on the clock in round 2. This is our only round 2 pick. Because that was the one thing I didn't like with the trade last night, is that we did give up our second for their second as part of the deal. Oh, and there it is. We traded the pick. Oh, he traded to the Packers. Oh my. All right. Well, how long are we waiting? I should have this stuff in front of me here so I know. Well, we know they didn't trade up to take a quarterback. How funny would it be if they did, though? Let's see, as though we're down here. I mean, I'm sure Vikings fandom will take it very well that we've now made 2 draft trades with division rivals.
Goes to Houston, has a successful career, and now gets to go play with Tampa Bay. And listen, this isn't great. The production isn't great, but when you watch him move and you watch the tools, he's got a lot of physical tools that can make him really special at the next level. Very athletic too, but
Well, that came up pretty quick. They weren't even on the clock for very long.
You see, a lot of his pressure came from the interior. Free technique. The football people
So
like to call
looks.
it
I mean,
outside
I'm
the
not
guard
seeing us.
shoulder
Of course, I don't know if the Green Bay had more second round picks or what, because they
Robert was all fired up about Logan because he
they
got to
made
see him
trades
in
and stuff.
person. Called it
So we might be picking.
Bucs fans getting in Logan Hall.
Oh, I mean, Logan Hall's the guy. You've heard everybody say it. He's athletic.
We might not be picking for a while.
Sideline to sideline, and the production wasn't quite there, but I can tell you his attitude and the tenaciousness with which he plays the game. The Buccaneers are looking to reload on that defensive line because they know 2 years ago it was their defensive line that led them to that championship.
It appears that we've traded pretty late into the second round.
I mean, you know, Todd Bowles is going to make his mark now that a defensive guy has taken over from BA. Let's talk about big picture in this draft tonight, though. What are you most looking forward to? What do you think will be the biggest decision?
Well, you know what? There's no point in continuing with this. We'll come back with the next pick.